How's that now, guys? Can you hear now? Just give me a foot. Can you hear us? Brilliant. Right. Okay then, guys. Thanks for jumping on. I'll just move that because there's a big shadow. Right. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Brilliant. So we're not going to give the location where we are, but we are now live in a alleged haunted place. You know, there's tons and tons of activity in this place. It's been, so we're going to be here. I have a very, very special guest with me tonight. Where is he? Is he here? This is a
special one.
That's the one. This is Mr. Kell Brook. We are here.
Let's see.
Some ghosts.
Tell him.
Well, we're going to try and see some ghosts and, try and make contact with some ghosts. So it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, where's Roy? Do you know the ghost stories?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Hell no. Roy, come on.
There's been many
Turn that light off.
rumours of ghosts where we are now.
Yeah.
So we've come here tonight to snoop them out.
That's the one. Definitely.
Snoop them out. That's what we're gonna do. My Uncle Roy has got some serious stories.
I know. I need to get him on camera now.
Serious stories about this place where we are now. Roy, tell them about this place. Tell them what's gonna happen.
This is Roy.
Hiya, Phil.
And Roy, can you give us some information regarding where we are? Don't give where we are, but just stories.
Right, well...
Regarding the white lady crying.
Right, well, there's so many. We'll start with White Lady. I'll just switch this one off so I'm not in your way. White Lady goes back a long way, but we born and bred in this area, so it's less than... It's walking distance to us, this, so we know a lot about it. And one of the stories I know from hand is my granddad, who passed away, his brother, who used to work down here, and if you just seen yourself, all steelworks around, a lot of them's gone, but you walk through the graveyard, you used to cut across from top of road, on the way down, and walk through the graveyard and get to the steelworks. And on this, a lot seen it, but this is a story I know from a family story, what we were told. As he were on his way down, he saw a woman in white, but she weren't how you'd imagine a ghost. She seemed solid. She wore white, greyish clothes, and she'd gone.
Like a full apparition.
Yeah, like I say, I'm new to it, so full apparition, if that's what it's called. He didn't think it was a ghost, and she was very upset and in distress. So it were early in the morning because they were going to work, and obviously we were worried. And they went, "Are you all right, love?" And he went auto win a couple of foot, and she vanished in front of him, absolutely scared at that. And he went to Steelworks at bottom, what's now shut, talked about it, and there'd been a lot of people what's come through here. I'm not saying it were every week, but all years what's seen the same thing.
Yeah.
The other one they've seen is a little boy, but that is more ghostly. A little boy and kids, apparently a little boy could be a girl, but they're both giggling at distance and running off into like graveyard, and people thought what they're doing at this time of night or early in the morning, and they're not seen again, but they're a bit transparent. There's also witchcraft what went on, which is to your left. I can take you to the spot of that.
Yeah, we'll go in a minute.
It's a bit sludgy underfoot. That happened, I think it was in 18th century, and they were messing with body parts, because as you know yourself here in grave diggers, they were digging them up, and the priest himself were earning money, and they were selling body parts to medical research, and that's how we got a lot of learning how we've done that. It didn't just happen in Sheffield, it happened all over country, London, everything, but this graveyard itself, very famous for it because they did it a lot, and then they were rebelling against it, and if I'm right, it were on what we used to call piggies, but it's all gone down now, but that used to be an housing estate. People know what I'm on about, I know area what I'm saying, I forgot the actual one, it's where motorbikes go, it used to be called piggies in this old block pit path and that up there. Anyway, they revolted and they set chapel alight. He escaped, apparently she burnt in fire, and I didn't go all the way to the ground. They wanted things done. He got tried on it and he got found not guilty because he'd earned that much from learning about it, and obviously they were on his side. When you start dealing with government and hospitals, it sort of bent. It should have got done because it's wrong, but on the same breath, them bodies has helped us today with a lot of surgery happened. It's still happening probably today, but anyway, that's the story of this. So that's what makes this a bit special. We've been to a few different places, we're new to it. This is our second time doing it properly, and we're fascinated with it. We have a laugh. Anybody knows us with Billy the Hard Man, things we've done, we have a lot of jokes. I've been criticised for it, we're joking.
But I will say that, you know, they have a sense of humour with this, but on the other hand, they are very, very serious about it as well. You know, it's not all fun and games. You know, they do take it serious.
Thanks for that, Phil, because obviously I'm not going to get into names or mess about, but a lot of people try to put a span in works for tonight's joining these groups together, and I really appreciate Phil coming along. We've watched him on telly, and for me, like I've said, I think he's the best one, and Kell's seen him, and that's the one we wanted to work with. I'm not saying we couldn't work with others in future, but we liked how he did it, and I thought that was great. I think he's very professional at what he does, and he looks it. And we needed somebody more professional, because we do joke about a bit, so that straightens us up a bit. But it don't mean we're not trying to investigate it properly. We've just got a serious sense of humour, and we're always going to have a bit of sense of humour, but we are doing it properly. A lot of people say we're frauds, fakes, whatever. We'll have dancing skeletons in. They're videos. They're what we're doing for a bit of fun to advertise it. Obviously, it's not a real skeleton. It's not this. We get slagged for a lot of stuff, but I'm just letting you know that's what we're about. Bear with us. You either like us or you don't. You don't have to watch us.
And where can people find you?
Facebook, and we're gonna, like I said, it's the second we're doing, so that'll be on YouTube. So we're starting on YouTube. Facebook pages, Team Brook, Ghostbusters, and we'll be out, and we'll have Billy the Hard Man. We will be doing some sense of humour with it, but also, even when there's sense of humour in it, we'll still be taking devices.
Respectful.
Yeah, and we're
Be respectful and
yeah.
take it serious. And Kell is here because he is genuine a big fan of the paranormal, and you know, people might be wondering, well, what the hell is the boxer doing here? But he's a genuinely interested, and he's a genuinely a big fan, and he's here just to experience the paranormal, potentially, if we can make contact with it, anything.
Exactly.
So, thanks for coming along, Kell.
Yeah.
And we're going to, we'll start. So, can I give this to you? So, that is now facing me.
Do you want me to read anything out and that for you?
Yeah, if anyone's asking any questions, you can answer me and that. So we're going to start. We're going to have a little walk around, and we'll see what we can do. Where the best place to start. We'll start by doing a little bit of calling out. Do we think this is the good place to start? So just come over here. So, bro, have you put these down here?
Put them down a bit of lighter last time we come. I mean, I think it's that cold even when I'm going in and they're not setting off. They're not the dearest ones. Like I said, we're just starting. I got them off eBay, but last time we've got a sense of them, and they can actually change into modes of when it's constantly going.
Yeah.
So put them on white, and last time we did, we got two off what started doing it. I've left them white to see if we get out, obviously you leave and see if
Right,
what comes from it.
is this where we're going to start, or do you want to walk into more of a secluded area where the gravestones are and things like that? Or do you think we should start here?
I think it's a good start. You're talking to me, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, it's a good starting point. This one's had a lot of activity, not just from us, from all ones we've watched and people. And there's been a lot of deaths on here. One were only, I don't know the exact date, but only probably...
So there's been deaths on this part?
They have, yeah. There's been a suicide off at Bridge, onto a train track, and a most recent one, I think it was only 7 years ago, and we actually know the guy who found him, were on end December and he hung himself.
Did it?
And a lot of people, just this on same bridge we're on, and this is also a bit with locals when we're on top, see things on this bridge all the time. So this has had a lot of, what do you call the full
apparition?
Apparition. This is,
so what Roy is saying, that this bridge here is the, you know, it's been the most activity's been picked up. It's the place where people have died, essentially, you know, suicides and things like that. So this might be a potentially good place to make contact with an entity, or anybody willing to make contact with us. You know, this place, I mean, the gravestones down there, this where we are is basically an abandoned graveyard. So it's, you know, these people have just been left. You know, they've forgotten about, and this could be a potential, you know, reason why it's haunted, because these people are not at rest. You know, they've been forgotten about. So that's something to be interested in, and there's potentially a haunting on here regarding suicides and things like that. So I think we'll get some equipment out.
Oh yeah. These walkie-talkies we've got, professional walkie-talkies, they cost a hell of a lot of money. They're almost like what police use. Now when you lock them in, that means nothing at all should be able to get through another walkie-talkies, no interference. And we keep getting them light up. And last time, obviously, I can't record that how it is, and I need to eventually get a go spot, but it's just been going off then again in corner. And if it goes off again, I can get near to it. You're actually hearing some voices come through. So I'm not saying what I can hear, but last time we come with it, and they were very weird, the kinds you hear where you think, what was that? So it's not doing it at the moment, but I'll keep an eye out for that, and hopefully it may be doing. These little REM pods which we bought last time, we had 2 go off to start a multicolouring changing. That's not happening at the minute. Obviously you can't make things happen. As you can see how spooky and dark it is on bridge. And it's up, so I've got to get across how cold it is. I mean, I don't know if that's affecting that equipment because it's not the best. But yeah, we've got Phil with us.
So what I've got
Camera
here is a millimeter. This is a tool used within the paranormal to detect electrical magnetic fields. They say that ghosts are made up of this energy, you know, electrical magnetic field. So if this goes off, alarms in my hand, so it should, like that. Basically, if that starts going off like that, and there's no real something around there to make it go off like that, that could be seen as potentially an entity with us, or a spirit, you know. So
Interrupting, I've got some here. Looking outside him. Soft my light is. Oh, see them. Really, really good.
you'll see things like that, definitely. You'll see. So, would any spirit or anybody other than myself and the people around me, if you can hear the sound of my voice, can you please come forward towards me, please? My name is Phil. I mean, you no disrespect. I'm only here to make contact with you. Please walk towards me. Anybody who can hear me, who I'm alerting, please do not be afraid. I mean you the utmost respect. I'm only here to make contact with you and find the best potential evidence of the paranormal to document. So if anybody is here, please do anything you can to alert us that you're here. I have a device in my hand. If you can come towards me, this should tell us that you're here. Also, I will be using some other devices potentially to make contact with you. So please use all the energy that is available to you to manifest, to, you know, basically talk to us through. Okay, anybody who is here, do not be afraid. Okay, so we'll just have a little walk up here, see if we can get. So I'm not getting no spikes at the minute, no EMF spikes. So there's been suicides around here, there's been deaths, there's been full apparitions being seen here. So, you know, this is a good place to start. Just mind your step if you're coming up here. Not getting anything on this just yet. Do not be afraid. My name's Phil. If you could tell me your name. Okay, so I think we'll take a little walk down here. Just mind your.
If you want to pick up on that, Phil.
Wow.
Well, it's clean up. Quick. Okay, boys. So if you want to try yours on this bridge.
So, is anybody here? Do not be afraid. I'm only here to make contact with you. So somebody's hung this head.
Yeah.
Here.
Branch were bigger what's
That
across.
one. Yeah.
But they don't, it's not them branches, don't it? Got
Yeah.
cut down.
No, down there, isn't it? That
No,
way.
it were here. Everybody gets it mixed up. I have to look on it. 'Cause we've
So
got different
somebody's hung themselves on this tree.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
That- and that's most recent death, to my knowledge, in this graveyard. Obviously,
Right.
the bridge at the bottom we come across on Core, I don't know if you know the story of that. Some people actually link that to Ripper. It can be found, if you look on thing for it, there were a woman, before Ripper actually got started, but it were at that time, so it was possible, and she must have been attacked. She got her stomach, she was hit on the head and her stomach was slashed open, and I think they were disturbed by a car because he picked the body up and he threw it off at bridge into Don, and she died and body was found here, and they never found killer.
And who's that? The
It were no, I'm not saying it was Yorkshire Ripper,
Yeah.
but I've watched programmes after. She was a prostitute and she were hit on head. The first thing she had were hit on head, which he were known for doing with hammer, and she was slashed in stomach and stabbed in
Yeah.
stomach, and he must have been disturbed and he threw her off at bridge into River Don, and that can be found. If people want to
Yeah.
research that.
There's tons of stuff you can find by researching.
Any more on that though?
So what I'm going to use is this spirit box. Okay. So what this does is basically it sweeps frequencies. So it's white noise essentially, and it says that spirits can talk through this. So if you get it sweeping at such a fast rate that if something does talk or a clear word comes through, you know, it's a little bit strange, you know.
And if anybody would like to say hello to Phil, Kell, Roy, just drop us a line on the comments. That's fantastic. And we all appreciate and respect Kell for coming out.
Definitely, yeah. Thanks to Kell for coming out. I mean, it's absolutely freezing. Do you know, I'm sure he'll have got better places to be, but he's come out and...
Appreciate it massively,
That's it.
Kell.
Okay, we'll just do a little spirit box, see if we can make...
A lot of people saying hi, Kell.
Hello.
Fists up.
Definitely.
Be nice to get some interaction.
Of course it will. It's always good when you get something coming through. Definitely. Without a doubt. Let's see if we can get this a little bit louder.
No, it's not Ash behind camera, it's his brother, Cinny. So I
Yeah.
can only apologise for my poor workmanship.
Definitely. Okay. Would the spirit who is with me now, or potentially here, could you try and talk to me, please? Can you give us your name? Do not be afraid. My name's Phil. Can you tell me your name? Okay. Well, kind of like a female kind of voice. Okay. Is there a female with us? No. This is brilliant stuff. So it's two kind of female voices we've got coming through. Can you give us your name if you're a female?
Yeah, Cheryl here says that's a female voice.
Yeah. You'll notice that people at home will they'll pick up on things that's come through. Again, that same voice.
Thank you, Deborah. Great comment. Thank you.
So if there's a female here with us, are you aware that I'm talking to you? How did you die? This is brilliant stuff. I believe that female is making contact. Are you aware that you're dead? Can you talk to us in any way? Please. Can you hear it?
Lady's voice there.
Yeah,
Female,
lady.
definitely female voice.
I think something's controlled. Whoa, that was clear word. We're not saying that to you guys that this is what's happening is paranormal, but it is very, very interesting. When clear words come through, this is sweeping at such a fast rate that clear words technically should not be coming through. Would any spirit that's with me now, can you say hello? Can you touch one of us? Kind of man's voice. Do not use all the energy that is available. Whoa. Like a female voice again, isn't it? I believe we are making contact with a female.
What was that?
Somebody just thrown something.
I heard that.
Did you hear that? Like,
Might have been this bike.
say, I heard some metallic.
Thrown at? Yeah,
That was definitely behind you. That. Then.
yeah. Are you happy where you are? Anything you'd like to ask Kell?
Yeah, if there's anything you'd like to ask Phil, or Kell, or Roy, or anybody, just drop us a comment and I'll.
How many people have got watching?
You have got 132 watching, 44 likes.
Brilliant. So everyone can smash that like button and share the video out. Let everyone know that we are now live and investigating a potentially highly active, haunted, abandoned cemetery. So that is interesting. We'll stop that there.
Very.
That is interesting. So, what did you feel like you heard a woman's voice?
Heard it clearly.
Yeah, that is sweeping. It's going, at such a fast rate that you shouldn't hear at all. Like a woman's voice coming through. So that is potentially why we use, the spirit box.
Definitely a woman's voice.
It was feminine, wasn't it?
It was feminine, yeah.
And some clear word in there.
Definitely.
We definitely.
But we only can watch that back and slow it down or whatever and find out potentially what that could be. So that were interesting, that were good. So, what else? Very interesting. Very. Where have they gone? Have they gone down there? That step. Shall we make a move? Shall we go towards them?
I think we need to because I believe that some activity has happened down there.
Let's go. Let's follow.
You've heard it from the man himself.
Exactly.
I'll have a little chat to the guys.
You do a better job than me.
Phil, just watch these steps if you're talking into the camera. Pal.
Yeah, I will do. I've got plenty of light. It's okay.
You alright with that then, Duck?
I'm alright. I'm okay.
Send down here.
Just watch me send down here. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Really appreciate it. You know, we just nearly brought my neck out as it is. So I'll just turn that round because no one can see me. Okay, that's alright. So then, guys, I appreciate every single one that's jumped on. This is absolutely amazing. Please leave this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. So, you know, our special guest Kell Brook has come out. He's into this kind of thing. He really, you know, he likes this thing. He's, you know, believe it or not, he really has got a passion for it, and he's chose me and he wanted to investigate with me. So it's absolutely fantastic. So we're just going to continue this investigation. The spirit box was interesting. We kind of made contact with like a female. We only can review that footage back and slow that down and see if we can get a voice of, you know, that female voice, what we're coming through. So definitely interested. I think we might try some portal or some paratech, you know, all experimental devices. People dispute the validity about these and things, but it's all experimental. Let's keep pushing forward and see if we can make contact.
That's working on airwave, isn't it? And the other one's electric.
Yeah, that's
And
right,
if it feels, just push them both together on camera to show not one setting the other off.
Yeah.
You're not interfering with each other. Keep out of your way while you're doing what you're doing. But
No, mate, no.
No, it's alright. You
Yeah,
carry
sorry,
on, mate.
sorry,
We're
sorry.
just catching on. Just, you know, just filming.
Right.
So what you think you found then so far then, Roy? Is any
Well, I don't know
activity?
about found, like I say, I'm new to
Yeah.
it. I will never be happy till I see a full-on ghost. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but that's what I'm looking for in life. This bit which I was explaining to viewers, if you go down and see it's bad underground, but all these headstones have been upturned. If you look at soil,
Yeah.
I'm literally treading inside. I'm in a grave.
That's a grave then, is it? Yeah.
These are graves, up dip. And this is when we were kids, we were told we're up witchcraft weren't you? So not a lot of these
Yeah.
headstones.
They are overturned, aren't they?
Oh, they're all over. If you
Gravestones.
look, they're all headstones and gravestones have been
So,
thrown
you know,
all over.
obviously, if you were a spirit and your grave had been
They're
tread
mad
like
over
that,
this, yeah, exactly.
you're going to be angry and you're going to make yourself known, aren't you?
So this
Do you know
could
what I
be
mean?
good.
So potentially there's people still buried. Well, there isn't there? People still buried here.
I think this is a potentially a good spot to get it. Be careful,
Definitely.
it's really bad underfoot. but
Yeah.
These headstones, as you can see, another headstone there, another one there, we're walking on one there. They spread all over. Another one there, what's actually stood up. That one's surviving, in it, in the corner, if you can see him.
Yeah. So this is literally,
There's probably,
it's just left to ruin. The people does not care about this and they've just left it to go and absolutely crazy. So can I, where's, I'll come up here and we'll, go on
I
to-
notes on that device you've got, Phil.
yeah, well, I kind of got a like a female voice come through,
Right, brilliant.
and yeah, it was quite interesting. But this here, I mean, I cannot believe.
Go on.
Interesting. Okay, guys, you probably just can see me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the paratech here, where this, you know, these abandoned graves are, essentially. You know, they just, just absolutely left to ruin. Nobody cares about these. I would like to add that we are doing this out of the utmost respect. We got it. Yeah, we're doing this out the.
All right, now, Duck.
We're all right. We're all. We're doing this out of the utmost respect to these people. The other guys have lost a team member. It just seems to have disappeared. I do hope she's okay. But we will try some paratech. Okay. Like I say, this device is very debated. You know, a lot of people say it doesn't work and it's false and it's just giving false readings and but I've had some very good interesting responses from them.
Started scanning.
Okay. Would any spirit with me now whose grave has literally been destroyed by people, just by left ruin. If this spirit is with me, can you please try and make contact with me, please? It's absolutely crazy that some people can physically and emotionally leave a place like this. So, you've got my utmost respect. Can you tell me your name? The person whose grave this is. My name's Phil. Can you tell me your name, please? Do not be afraid. Are you happy where you are?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I've just asked your name, and Elizabeth has just come through. Elizabeth has just come through. Okay, I've literally just asked, can you tell me your name? And Elizabeth has just come through. Here. Okay. Is the spirit of Elizabeth with us now?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay, two names come through. Charlotte. Elizabeth and Charlotte. Is this your grave here? What's just been left? Nature has literally taken over. It's absolute sad sight to see. Charlotte or Elizabeth, are you happy? Can you hear me?
Veteran.
Veteran.
People want to know what's the name on the grave, Phil.
We can't see. It's just been corroded.
Right, okay.
It's just
Turned over.
It's just been turned over. That one's just corroded. You can't be able to see what name's on that. No, you're not going to see that.
People from New Zealand want to say hi, Phil.
Thanks for coming on, people in New Zealand.
80.
80. Is this your age? Or age when you passed? Is this... What's the reference to 80? Charlotte or Elizabeth?
Phil,
What?
can we get this on camera? Elizabeth and Grace.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
No,
What is
never.
it? What's it
No
called?
way.
What is it, Kel?
Eh? Elizabeth and Danny.
And you've just picked an Elizabeth up? Has it just picked up on camera?
Yeah, on Paratech.
Ask Elizabeth some questions.
That's brilliant. Okay, guys. Okay.
Do you want to go, Phil, yeah?
I've just done the Paratech. I've asked, can you tell me, spirit, your name? And we've got Elizabeth on here. This is absolutely compelling evidence. Elizabeth, beloved daughter Is there a Charlotte on here, maybe? That is absolutely brilliant. You guys have seen that live, witnessed that live. What do you think to that, Kel?
Unbelievable. That Elizabeth are coming through.
Unbelievable, mate,
And
innit?
It's absolutely brilliant. That's
she's on the grave. She's on the grave. The name is on the grave.
last headstone standing. I went here, Kel's out. It said Elizabeth.
I asked, I said,
Yeah.
I said, is there a spirit with me here? Can you tell me your name? And it said Elizabeth. And we have got Elizabeth's gravestone right, like literally a couple of yards away from where I was stood. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, Elizabeth, thank you for making contact. Can you tell us another name, potentially, you know, anyone in your family?
Is anything in relation with 80?
We've got rage. So are you unhappy? Oh, is me being here, us being here, making you angry? We've had rage come through.
What's her birth and death date, bless her?
1884, she's 15, she was.
She was 15 years old.
Oh dear.
Saint.
We've had the word saint come through. Who's a saint? Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for like potentially. I mean,
Hi.
Keith. I've just had hi come through as though someone's saying hello to me. Oi!
Can anybody help me, please?
Okay, that's somebody now. I literally thought it were my friends. You know what follows me around, but we'll continue. We've just had Dad come through. Tall. So we've just had Dad come through here. I literally do apologise for that, guys. I did literally think that were my little followers, which have somehow found where we were, but it's not, and we can continue. So we've had December. We've had a date December. Okay, is there December on here?
She's buried with her dad, Phil. Mum and her dad.
She's buried with her mum and dad. We've had Dad and all, haven't we?
Yeah, that's come through.
We've had Dad. Oh my! I can't believe that.
We went, hi, Dad.
Dad, and she's buried with her dad.
The high could mean heaven.
Elizabeth, this is brilliant. You are making. I do believe that you are making contact, and you're telling me. And I asked, didn't I? Afterlife.
Oh my God.
Afterlife has come through. Are you telling me that there is an afterlife? I don't know if you can see it. Empathy.
What does that mean?
I am giving you empathy. This is crazy.
You start feeling other people's emotions. Yeah.
This is
You feel like an
crazy.
empath. You pick up on other people's energy, emotions.
Absolutely
So if you're feeling
crazy.
sad, I'd feed off it.
So we had it. I said, can you tell us anybody else what's you know, we had Dad come through. We've had the word afterlife come through. Normal. Do not be afraid, Elizabeth. It's just fantastic evidence, which is potentially what you're giving us. This is brilliant stuff. You know, you could say, well, that's a big you could say that's a big coincidence that you know, that we've had Elizabeth. But what are the chances? What are the chances? Okay. Can you tell us your dad's name, Elizabeth? Until what?
It's like she wants you to do something before.
What do you want us to do before you tell? After what? You tell us after what? What do I need to do? Is there something you want me to do? It's a message. There's something you feeling.
They love you on here, Cal.
What's the sign?
This is brilliant stuff. I do apologise that I am stood on your grave, Elizabeth. I do apologise. Is that possibly could be why you're enraged?
Faith.
Faith has come through. As in, like, somebody's faith in God or whatever. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Elizabeth? This is your perfect time to talk. Now we've got your attention.
Henry.
Henry.
Liberty.
Henry. Who's Henry? Is this someone close to you?
Paranormal World would like you to try the spirit box. They think it's a
Yeah, I'll try that.
good idea.
Scanning stopped.
It's a good.
That's madness. It's only gravestone standing.
Only gravestone standing, and I've just literally just said, "Can you tell any spirit what is with me now? Can you tell me your name?" And we got Elizabeth straight away, and then Lee found this gravestone with Elizabeth on.
People want to know who was screaming. Was it your mum, Kel?
Can I just apologise for that? I had no idea. That
Oh, here she is. We've got an apology, guys.
We've got a public apology
I
here.
would just like to apologise. I'm so
Did you just get overexcited?
I always get a bit excited.
Well, that's all
Especially
right.
when I'm in a graveyard at this time.
Right.
What's not to get a bit excited about? You know what I mean? Literally, but that's fine. We're all good guys. We're okay. We haven't got the. It's my little fans what come round screaming and ruining me.
At least you ain't come down with a mask on, so.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's blinding.
Okay, Elizabeth. Is there anything you'd like to say? We last time we used this, we did get female voices coming through.
Yeah.
Okay, just pass me that because I don't think the guys will be able to hear very well. Grab that. Okay, we're doing a spirit box next to the grave of Elizabeth, who we believe has been making contact with us. So, you've told us that there's an afterlife. Where? We believe we found Henry.
And that's the name that come on the scan.
Yeah. Henry.
Could be a coincidence, but
That could be. No, we're not ruling it out. That's a coincidence, but we haven't walked far, have we?
what is it? 1, 2, 3 gravestones left standing in all this bit here. And you've had 2 names that have. What names is on?
So we're getting a lot of stuff. The Elizabeth one has absolutely stumped me because that is absolutely a direct response. You know, it's absolutely crazy to be honest. But let's continue the spirit box. Henry or Elizabeth? Is there anything you'd like to say? Every time I talk, it's going. I would like to thank you, Elizabeth, for making contact. Can you tell me your dad's name, please? Prove that you are talking. How old was you when you died, Elizabeth? Can you tell me? This is brilliant stuff. Keep it coming. Can you give us a direct response? How did you die, Elizabeth? Can you tell me? Crazy. Not getting much through on this. Interesting. Very interesting. What do you think, Kell? What do you think?
Very interesting tonight.
Very interesting.
Elizabeth were the one what really stopped me in my tracks, to be honest with you.
Very pretty much a direct response, weren't it? To be honest.
Pretty much.
Do you think anything's opened your eyes regarding this? Has it made you think any regarding an afterlife? Do you think there's?
I think there's something there, something.
You've got
I'd like to touch base a little bit more though.
Yeah. We'll keep
I've not
pushing.
Seen enough, I've not felt enough.
No, we'll keep pushing. We'll keep on coming. Oh God, I'm full of it. Right, this footing's a bit crazy. I think we shall move on.
In case it won't you.
But no, when you started screaming.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No.
Can I just tell you something? No, I'm being
sorry.
serious. I didn't know that this were a real serious thing.
Didn't you?
No, I just seen him on Snapchat, and I thought, oh, I'm going
You just thought you'd just come for a little bit Halloween fun.
Yeah, I thought
bit
I was gonna
late.
have some fun.
Yeah. No, what it is, I've had people turning up on investigations doing the exact
I know
same
they've-
thing.
Sorry, they've just been, well, they've just.
And
been
I
having
literally thought that
Yeah,
they're here.
well-
They found out where I am
Well, you
again.
didn't budge when I came out screaming, and I thought, God, this guy's really serious.
Yeah. Oh,
I've
I've
seen it all. then,
I've
haven't
seen
you?
it all. Yeah. There's no what can affect me now, to be honest. Right. I think I'm
Fair,
gonna.
we are actual believers. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Because we have actually seen, things
Yeah.
that are
Well, a lot
of
of
this
people
world,
have.
that aren't of this world.
Yeah.
We are actually believers.
Brilliant. You got to be. You got to have some belief. Okay. Can I?
We're not just believers. We know it's right.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. A lot of people do. You're not alone. Right. I've got to get up here. Oh, he's up. He's up.
What is the mind blind? That was blind. What do you do with that one? Hold on, 'cause I've got an hat on. No, I'm looking for it on, so I've got a hat on. Oh, you're right. Do you want that too?
No, I'm trying to do that.
Well, I think we ought to say good night, Elizabeth. Sleep tight.
Yeah. Thanks a
And,
lot, Elizabeth. It's absolutely fantastic. That were crazy, though. That, to be fair,
Brilliant footage, weren't it?
Yeah, really good.
it were pretty interesting. That
Think Julie scared Elizabeth away at all?
may have done. You might have done.
Sorry about that.
Certainly scared me away, but
Sorry about that, Elizabeth.
no, it's all right.
We're not-
Everything's explained now, so
Yeah,
we're all right.
yeah. I didn't mean to scare anybody.
We're not
I just
stuck
hope I don't get scared with rats.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of rats, you know.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be hiding when they hear us, won't they?
Yeah.
Oh, there's never any green here.
Yeah. To be fair,
To be fair,
it is a popular part of crime. It might be just a little bit of coincidence that, but you never know.
And can I just ask you who you are and what you're doing now?
My name is Phil Sinclair.
Your name's who?
Phil Sinclair, my name,
Oh, Phil Sinclair.
and I just do this as a hobby, and and it seems to have snowballed at the minute. And
I know what's the best thing that you've actually viewed and seen.
I've caught on camera a door moving on its own.
Really?
I've captured. I believe I've seen things as well. It's all.
Have they all gone then now?
Get you two talking.
Yeah. So just turn around a bit
Yeah.
my thing. Yeah. So we're gonna continue. Yeah. So I've caught some quite interesting stuff, to be fair.
Let's turn me around. You don't want to be looking at me. That's enough to scare any ghost.
Have you ever caught any dark figures?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Have you seen them change from dark figure form to light form and disappear in front of your eyes or anything like that?
I don't. Not at the top of my head, but I've seen shadows like when there shouldn't be a shadow there. You know, like, why have I just seen a shadow in front of me? There's nothing to project that
I've seen
shadow.
them, that's how they move.
Yeah.
From dark figure, and if you corner them, light form
Yeah.
and disappear.
Yeah, I've picked up dark mists in corners of the room and things like that on camera, and people can dispute it and things like that. But we seem to be moving. I don't know where we're going. There's got to be something. I believe that there's got to be something.
that happened to us.
Yeah.
We saw someone breaking the outer corner and the form to light form.
Just like to thank everybody for coming on, watching this.
I'd like to add that if you are new here, thank you so much for jumping on this stream. Please leave a thumbs up on the video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Just click the subscribe button. More content like this. I would like to thank Kell Brook for coming out and joining in this investigation. I mean, it's really interesting stuff.
He's 100% interested. He's genuinely interested. I
know
can't believe it myself.
A lot of people at home are thinking, why the hell has a boxer come out on a paranormal investigation? But he's come out because he's genuinely interested in this. You know what I mean? And he's seen me doing what I do, and he's picked me and said, that's the guy I'd like to do it with. So, I'm thankful for it.
I'm just ready for Eddie Earney's now watching.
And what do you think then, Dave, regarding that Elizabeth situation?
I mean, as we've obviously, because we're brothers, we've grown up together, and we've always been open-minded about it, very passionate about it. Obviously, not me personally, not to lengths as Phil. This is my first outing. Fully enjoyed it, and I there's definitely something out there, in my opinion.
Well, I've been doing this for about a year and nearly 2 years now, and it's not a long time in a stretch of things. There's people out there what's been doing it 15, 20, 30 years, But in my small time of doing this, the evidence I found is, how the hell do you explain that?
My personal belief is, I think when you die, I feel that you leave an energy. You leave an energy. Everybody leaves an energy. You never die. Your consciousness still exists. I believe the way I see it is, when you buy a car, you use that car as transport. When the car dies, you just go into another one.
Yeah.
And that, I think, reacts as like in a body figure.
Definitely. And I'm a big believer that if somebody's died in torment, or if somebody's died being tortured, or they've been murdered, or they've been the life's ended in a real horrific way, that energy has got to still linger. That's that energy. That is why you pick up on these energies when you go into these places, that this has happened. This is somebody's being brutally murdered in this building, and you're getting evidence. This is them getting their questions answered. The unanswered questions.
I just believe the consciousness goes into another body and just starts again. Hence deja vu.
Yeah, it's all interesting stuff.
There's just too many stories and rumours
It's too many stories for everybody to be lying. You know what I mean? It's very, very interesting. It certainly is. Is Lee with us? Is he gone? Is he gone down
I think
there?
he's trying to get that. He's gone now. Shall we go and join the
Yeah,
guys
we'll
and get
join,
some more
yeah.
investigating done?
Yeah. I don't know if they're calling it a day or. So this is, the cemetery where you can see there's hundreds and hundreds of graves here. Like, nobody cares about these.
Apparently we sound alike, Phil, so...
Yeah. That's called
So
genetics.
So thank you for that.
So this is like the main. Gonna fall over. The main walkway.
Who needs PPP when you can have Sinclair Bros?
Sinclair Ross Dot.
Yeah. Do we look alike?
I certainly,
Nah.
I certainly hope that you all watched the footage earlier on. That was absolutely crazy. That, you know,
The Elizabeth.
Elizabeth,
Yeah, brilliant, weren't it? Good find from Lee, Lee Cavalier. You want to say hi, Lee?
Hi everyone.
Who is
It was
a...
just mad. In that patch of land where we're at, it was only gravestone standing.
yeah.
And to have her name on it, I mean, chances are, I mean, it could be complete coincidence, but
We're not ruling out coincidence.
it got
But-
my heart beating, put it that way.
We're not ruling out coincidence, but to me that was too much of a to be coincidence. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's all names in the world to come out with 2
The
names with
first
graves.
name to come through when I literally said, "Is there a spirit with me? Can you tell me your name, Elizabeth?" And then literally not even 2 yards away, there's the only grave standing with Elizabeth's name on it.
Which are a good find from you, Lee. Well done.
Definitely, I believe.
Oh, should I say he's a demonologist? Hence why we brought him along.
He won't. He'll not. You know, he's a bit shy, but he has. You know, he knows his stuff.
Hello, Lee. Deborah says hi.
Hi Deborah.
Thanks for people who have been watching Ghosts of Britain as well and coming on and things. I was jumped over from Lee and Lindsay's stream. Do appreciate that. Give them some love as well.
A big thumbs up to Haunted World as well.
Haunted World, yeah.
Cracking page.
Yeah. Good. No, that worked me. That worked me ankle. That. Very weird.
When he went off looking for his wife, Kell followed him behind him. He goes, "What are you doing?" It's just getting started. And then he followed me back up. That's when it all happened.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Yeah, the Ghosts of Britain are out tonight. I know they're doing a live stream, so please go ahead and check their footage, their live stream. Fantastic as always, Lee and Lindsay. Right, Phil, I don't want to get people's registrations in
No, you don't want
without
that.
being disrespectful.
Yeah. So just bring us a.
I want that battery pack going in, mate. I've got it. You alright? You sorted?
Yeah, I've got it. Be alright.
And he asked me to come, and I'm like, I was like, fucking hell. I was going to come down, like, and then next minute, 20 minutes later, my mate rings me, what are you doing?
I think we should go towards them cemetery land.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, not
Thanks for joining us tonight, Kel.
Yeah, it's
Do,
been.
it's appreciate it, bud. I know it's cold and that, mate, and that. Do
It's
you know what I
cold,
mean?
but,
It's you know.
We,
Got better places to be and that, but you've come out here and you've witnessed potentially something.
We're going to be in contact with you, Phil, and we want to come out next month.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Just give me a shout and we'll sort something out. We'll
The
sort
more
something out.
spooky, the better.
We'll try and get somewhere indoor, possibly, and somewhere with a bit of eating. get eating on. We'll be all right.
Exactly.
But we'll be all right. It's been good. Been good stuff. So thanks for coming out, Mel. Kel.
Thanks, Elizabeth, for reaching out.
You don't actually
Yeah.
feel cold though, do you?
No, when you get into it, no, you don't.
Adrenaline, innit? It's
Yeah,
Exactly.
you kind of I know what you mean. When stuff's activities happening, you kind of
like, give me one.
get into it. So thanks for coming out, bud.
And I went
Anyway,
up there and I thought,
You
oh,
call, Phil.
and it
I'm all right. My fingertips are a bit cold, but I'm all right. So this is.
yeah.
Are you going to talk?
I don't even know my own name.
What we do? Are we finished or we?
I'm the brother. I am the brother.
Is that one of your lads just disappeared up ridge?
No, all those guys are here. I don't know who that is. Who's gone over there? We've been streaming for about an hour or so. There it is. So, I would like to thank everybody for coming out tonight and watching this. Brilliant. If you're new here, please, leave a thumbs up. Everybody now, smash the like button, thumbs up. I'd like to thank, again, Kell for coming out. He didn't have to do this. It's absolutely freezing. It's like -2 or something. So he didn't have to do this. But he has. And and it's been brilliant stuff. So thanks for watching. Everybody subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. And this is all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Brilliant. Okay then, guys, I'm going to wish you all good night. And please, add me as a friend on Facebook, like me on Facebook, and, all that good stuff. So, good night, guys, and thanks for watching.